everyone, and welcome back to Sugarpienellies. So yesterday, my daughter, bless her dear heart, she had to go on back to school from being here for her spring break. But while she was here, I baked a huge ham, had a very nice supper, and kind of like a going away until she gets back, comfort meal. So got to give her something to remember home by to make her miss it, right? So we have a whole shebang of leftover ham, and I thought, well, what can I do with that? Because it's delicious and it's no sense in letting that go to waste. So I have decided for tonight, we're going to make a one cake pan, I call it baking pan, cake pan, full of ham and corn. It's going to be a ham and corn casserole. And this is going to be delicious in it. So grab your aprons and let's get started. All right. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is I'm just going to rip off some ham here, you guys. We're going to use this ham, but what we're after is about 1 cup of diced ham. And I'm just going to measure it in this. I like trimming off my fat pieces. And you can keep those too if you want to do something with those. My husband sometimes eats them in different stuff, whatever. I don't like the fat too much. But anyways, I save these. You can put this even in a freezer bag if you need to. But whenever you go to make a crock pot full of like beans, a big old pot of beans, throw these pieces in it in place of bacon. Boy, it seasons it up so good. You can do that too. So I'm just going to chop it like so. And you just want about little square bite-sized pieces like this. And about a cup. Now you can downsize this recipe and put it like in a little 8 by 8 inch baking dish. But I'm going ahead doing the whole big cake pan full of it. It's a glass dish. I call it a cake pan. Some call it just a glass baking pan, whatever you want to do. But I grew up just calling everything a cake pan for some reason. And this is already seasoned so well when you bake the ham that it already has such a good flavor to it. It's really going to taste wonderful in that casserole. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't get these 2 little pieces in there too. No, Lily. My little girl, Lily, she'll come by every time I'm chopping that ham thinking that she's going to get a piece. And she's not. I don't ever feed any of my dogs or any of the kitty cats pork. It is not good for them. No. It's not good for them. It's a surefire way if you want your dog to not live as long and you want your dog to have a heart attack, feed them pork. And it's a quick way to make that happen. So anyways, I avoid it at all costs. No bacon, sausage, ham for the dogs. Okay, so what we're going to do is just combine everything into a large bowl. So there's 1 cup of ham. Then you'll need 2 cans of cream-style corn. And just dump everything right into the same bowl. I'm sorry, Miss Lily. Mommy loves you, but I'm sorry. She's just sitting there staring at me, you guys. I know it can be heartbreaking. Little pet staring at you like, please give me a bite of that. And, you feel bad because you don't. But in the long run, sometimes no is being good to your animals, okay? All right, so a little salt. and then a little pepper, 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, and then you want to slice up, or maybe you have shredded already, but you need about 1/2 cup of cheese. So tell me, are any of your kiddos off to school, off to college? I'm curious what they are going for. My little girl, she's wanting to go be a wildlife vet. It's in her blood. She loves animals. And I told her, I said, you know, you don't have to be a wildlife vet to be needed. I said, out here in the country with all these homesteaders and farmers that they can't seem to find the vets that want to go around, you know, to the farms helping the goats and the sheep and the cows and the horses. I said, it's like 2 or 3 counties over, we have like 1 of those. Do you know how much that these farmers and stuff would appreciate someone like that? But she won't have it. No, Mom, I like the wildlife. She's strictly set on the wildlife part of it and loves anything. She had her license before she even went off to school. She had went and taken all that big test and got her license so she could help out at the sanctuary where she volunteered. And she got to do so much stuff. She worked with coyotes and foxes, raccoons, and squirrels. She said the squirrels, out of all those animals compared to the coyotes, those squirrels was the most orneriest animals she's ever worked with. Anyways, I thought that was kind of comical. Her working with coyotes, and the squirrels is the ones that she was afraid of. But okay. Okay, so then we're just gonna, let me grab a spoon there. You just want about 1/2 cup to 1 cup of crumbled crackers and put it right in the bowl with everything else. And that should be about what I got left in here. We're just gonna mix it all in together. There you go. That's about 1 cup. And then we're just gonna mix all this together. Okay, then you will take a greased baking dish or cake dish. Make sure it's greased real good. I'm just using my avocado oil. And then we're just gonna put all this right out into that baking dish. This will go into a 325-degree oven for approximately maybe 30-45 minutes. Let's put this here. Let me just spread that out a little bit. With this, if you want something green, a little salad on the side, some green beans, broccoli, anything like that would go great with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in the oven, and you do not have to cover it, just uncovered like this for 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, while that's baking, I'm just gonna tidy up this little mess here, and then when it's finished, I'll be sure and show you what it looks like.